Stop blaming yourself when you wake up at 4 a.m. and can't fall back asleep. It's not your fault. World-renowned author Haruki Murakami, 76, goes to bed at 9 p.m. every night, wakes up at 4 a.m, competes in triathlons, and is as energetic as someone in their 20s. So, what's his secret? Today, I'll share with you 5 techniques that the Japanese have kept secret for 1,000 years, and that the US military teaches its fighter pilots. If you watch this video all the way through and try just one of these techniques tonight, you could wake up tomorrow morning feeling like a completely different person. Subscribe to the channel and like the video to start changing your life. Now, I'm going to tell you something very important, and I want you to listen carefully, because there's a truth that doctors never tell you. It's a complete lie that we need less sleep as we age. A 60-year-old needs just as much sleep as a 25-year-old, but the problem is that your body's sleep mechanism is deteriorating, and instead of explaining this to you, doctors just prescribe sleeping pills. Your pineal gland can no longer produce enough melatonin, which is the chemical messenger that tells your brain it's nighttime, but as you age, this production declines. While a young person's body releases melatonin at 9 in the evening, yours can only release it around midnight. On top of that, there's the stress hormone cortisol. In young people, this hormone drops in the morning, but in us, it stays high throughout the night. So the hormone that induces sleep decreases, while the hormone that keeps us awake increases, resulting in a terrible combination. But this won't happen anymore, because you will learn the secret techniques that the Japanese have kept for thousands of years. Don't miss out on these scientifically proven techniques. The 2-minute sleep technique is revealed in the video. 5. Technique: Haruki Murakami's biological clock law. Haruki Murakami is one of the world's most famous authors. Millions of people have read his books, such as Kafka on the Shore and 1Q84. Despite being 76 years old, he runs every day, participates in triathlons, and writes for hours. How does he manage this? The secret is very simple, but very powerful. For 40 years, he has gone to bed at 9 p.m. and woken up at 4 a.m. every night, never breaking this routine. No weekends, no holidays, same time every day. Your body works like a clock and needs to be set at the same time every day because you have a 24-hour internal clock called your circadian rhythm. This clock is located in your hypothalamus in a tiny region called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and it adjusts based on sunlight, meal times, and sleep times. If you go to bed and wake up at different times every day, this clock gets confused. Your brain doesn't know when to release melatonin, and as a result, you can't fall asleep. But if you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, like Murakami, your body gets into a routine. By 9 p.m, your eyes start to close automatically because your body has learned it's time to sleep, and you wake up at 4 a.m. without an alarm because your internal clock is set. Dr. Charles Czeisler from Harvard Medical School discovered something incredible in his research on circadian rhythms. Older adults with regular sleep schedules experience 60% fewer insomnia complaints than those with irregular sleep patterns. Not only that, but those who sleep regularly have stronger immune systems and better heart health. In fact, they even have a lower risk of Alzheimer's, because during deep sleep, the brain cleanses itself. It gets rid of toxic proteins called beta amyloid, and if you don't get deep sleep, these toxins accumulate in your brain and lead to memory loss. So sleep is not just for rest, It also protects your brain. How will you do this? First, set your sleep schedule. For example, if you want to wake up at 10 a.m. and need 12 hours of sleep, then you need to go to bed at 10 p.m. every night. Every day, from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. The first few weeks will be difficult, and you may toss and turn in bed for hours because you're not used to it. But you have to push yourself. After 2 weeks, your body will adjust. Just be patient. The second thing you need to do is get some sunlight as soon as you wake up in the morning. Even if it's through a window, 15 minutes of sunlight resets your internal clock and sends a signal to your brain that the day has begun. Murakami said something wonderful in an interview. He said, writing is like a marathon. So the secret to success is not talent, but discipline itself. What you need to do is follow my instructions to the letter. What you have to do is not difficult. Just go to bed and wake up at the same time. Tell me what time you wake up in the comments. Before explaining the fourth technique, I want to remind you that the military technique at the end of the video will be like medicine for you. 4. Technique: Sokushin exercise, foot heart. The Japanese word sokushin is a combination of the words foot and heart, and the Japanese view the feet as the body's second heart because the muscles in your feet contract and relax, pumping blood back to the heart. If your feet are immobile, blood pools in them, slowing circulation. Especially as you age, this can lead to edema, pain, and restless leg syndrome in the legs. When you lie down at night, your legs tingle, twitch, and feel uncomfortable. The Sokushin exercise is the solution to this very problem. This exercise is actually the Japanese version of the progressive muscle relaxation technique. American doctor Edmund Jacobson developed this method in the early 20th century and realised that when the mind is tense, the muscles are also tense. But you can also do the opposite. If you relax your muscles, your mind also calms down. The Japanese took this a step further. They don't just relax the muscles, they create a wave that spreads throughout the entire body, starting from the toes. And this is incredibly effective. I'll explain how to do it. Lie down on your back on your bed. Relax your arms at your sides, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Now, focus all your attention on your toes. Curl your toes down as hard as you can. Tighten all the muscles under your foot, as if you were holding something with your foot. Hold this tension for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, suddenly, release. Uncurl your toes, relax your foot, and you will feel the blood flowing into your feet. Perhaps a warmth or a tingling sensation, which means your blood circulation has increased. Wait about 30 seconds and then repeat the same thing, but this time, while curling your toes, also tighten your calf muscles, stretch the bottom of your leg, hold for 5 seconds and release. On the third repetition, squeeze your toes, calves and thighs together. Your entire leg should be tense. After 5 seconds, relax completely. Now you will feel as if your legs are sinking into the bed. They will have completely let go of their weight, and this is a wonderful feeling. I don't know how many more easy exercises I can offer you. This exercise takes 3 to 5 minutes, and when you finish, your body will be reset, and you'll fall asleep like a newborn baby. So why is it so effective? Because when your muscles are tense, your sympathetic nervous system is active. This system triggers the fight or flight response, causing your heart rate to increase, your breathing to become shallow, your mind to be alert, and sleep to be impossible. But when you deliberately tense and relax your muscles, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which switches on the rest and repair mode, slowing your heart rate, deepening your breathing, and signalling to your brain that there is no danger and it can relax. Research from Harvard Medical School has shown that insomnia patients who practice progressive muscle relaxation can maintain their sleep quality even 3 months after stopping medication. But those who use medication start experiencing insomnia again just 1 week after stopping, because muscle relaxation teaches the body a skill. The body learns how to relax and can do so without medication, which is a crucial difference. 3. Technique. The scent ritual. When you enter a Japanese home, the first thing you notice is the scent of tatami. Tatami is traditional Japanese flooring made from rice straw with a slightly earthy, grassy aroma. For the Japanese, this scent signifies returning home, finding peace, and resting, as they have grown up with it since childhood. In their minds, this scent is associated with a sense of security, and this is where the power of scent comes from. Scent is the most primitive of our 5 senses and is directly connected to the limbic system, the centre of emotion and memory. When your eyes see something, the signal first goes to the visual cortex and then to the limbic system. But when your nose smells something, the signal goes directly to the limbic system with a delay of only 1,000th of a second. The limbic system contains the amygdala and hippocampus. The amygdala processes your emotions, fear, joy, peace, while the hippocampus records your memories. When you smell something, your brain instantly travels back in time. For example, remember the smell of your mother's apple pie, you immediately go back to your childhood, right? That's how smell transcends time and space to transport you to an emotional place, and the Japanese use this for sleep. Before going to sleep, Japanese people burn sandalwood incense in their homes. Sandalwood has been used for centuries in Buddhist temples during meditation. Its scent is woody, slightly sweet and relaxing. Studies have shown that the scent of sandalwood increases alpha brainwaves. In short, the scent of sandalwood prepares your brain for sleep mode. Not only sandalwood, but lavender also has a similar effect. In a study conducted at Osaka University, elderly participants were exposed to lavender oil. Those who were exposed to the scent of lavender every night before going to sleep for a week increased their deep sleep time by 30%. Lavender activates GABA receptors. GABA is the brain's main calming chemical, and anxiety medications also target these receptors, but lavender does this naturally, without the use of drugs. How do you apply it? The first technique is to use essential oils: lavender, sandalwood, bergamot oil, or chamomile. Put 2 drops right under your pillow, but wait at least 30 minutes for it to spread throughout the room. The second method is to use incense. You can find Japanese-style sandalwood incense. Light it in your room 1 hour before going to sleep, so the scent can spread. The third method is to drink lavender tea. Lavender has a relaxing effect, not only when smelled, but also when drunk. By the way, I'm very curious. Do you think artificial intelligence could replace doctors in the future? Especially in areas like sleep disorders. AI might be better at diagnosis than doctors. But could AI teach you these natural methods that doctors don't teach you? Let's discuss it in the comments. 2. Technique, Ashiyu, foot bath. Hot springs or onsen are central to Japan's culture of health and relaxation, but not everyone can go to an onsen every day. That's why Japanese people do Ashiyu at home. Ashiyu means foot bath. In Japanese, ashi means foot, and yu means hot water. It's a very simple practice, but its effects are tremendous. If you like this information, don't forget to like the video. Here's why it's so effective. In order to sleep, your body temperature needs to drop. Yes, you heard right. You need to be colder, because your normal body temperature during the day is between 36.5 and 37 degrees Celsius. In the evening, your body temperature naturally begins to drop, falling to around 36 degrees by midnight. And this drop sends a signal to your brain that it's time to sleep. However, as you age, this natural drop weakens. Your body temperature can remain high at night, and as a result, you can't fall asleep. Ashiyu uses a paradox to lower your body temperature. When you put your feet in hot water, your blood vessels dilate, blood flow increases, your feet turn red and warm up. But then what happens? Your body begins to release heat to maintain its core temperature. Heat escapes through the dilated blood vessels in your feet, and 15 minutes after you step out of the foot bath, your core body temperature has dropped. This drop triggers the release of melatonin. Research conducted at Stanford University showed that participants who took a warm foot bath 90 minutes before bedtime halved their sleep onset time. Those who normally took 30 minutes to fall asleep fell asleep in 15 minutes, and their sleep quality improved throughout the night, with deep sleep duration increasing by 20%. Here's how to do Ashiyu step by step. Take a large basin or foot tub, fill it with water at a temperature of 40 to 42 degrees Celsius. The water should be high enough to cover your ankles. If you touch the water with your hand and think, it's a little hot, then it's the right temperature, not boiling hot, but a comfortable warmth. Sit comfortably in a chair, put your feet in the water. It may feel a little uncomfortable for the first 5 seconds, but you'll get used to it. Keep your feet in the water for 15 to 20 minutes. During this time, you can read a book, listen to music, or just close your eyes and breathe. If you have fungus on your feet, you can add tea tree oil to the water. After 20 minutes, take your feet out of the water and dry them off. That's all there is to it. 1. Technique. The combination of military method and Zen. Our final technique is perhaps the most powerful. During World War II, the US Navy encountered a problem. Fighter pilots couldn't sleep before missions. Stress, fear, and adrenaline meant pilots were flying while fatigued and making mistakes. The military hired sports psychologist Lloyd Budwinter, who developed a 6-week training program. Thanks to this program, pilots could fall asleep within 2 minutes, even in noisy conditions, and while sitting upright, with a success rate of 96%. Almost everyone could learn this technique. The technique consists of 4 stages. The first stage is to completely relax your face. There are 43 muscles in your face, and all of them must relax. Close your eyes, smooth your forehead, relax your eyebrows, let your eyelids feel heavy, slightly open your jaw, let your tongue rest on the floor of your mouth, keep your lips apart, let your cheek muscles sag, and let your face feel heavy like a mask. The second stage is to relax the shoulder and chest area. Lower your shoulders as much as possible, moving them away from your earlobes. Your right shoulder drops, your left shoulder drops. Your right upper arm, forearm, and hand relax. Your left upper arm, forearm, and hand relax. Your chest takes a deep breath. As you exhale, your chest sinks. The third stage is to relax your legs. Your right thigh, calf, and foot relax. Your muscles melt away. Your left thigh, calf and foot relax. There is no tension anywhere. Your body sinks into the bed. The fourth and most critical stage is to empty your mind. This is where Zen comes in. The military method suggests two images. The first image is you lying in a blue canoe on a calm lake, with only the clear blue sky above you, no clouds, just shades of blue. The second image is you lying in a black velvet hammock in a completely dark room, surrounded only by blackness, no light, no sound. Hold one of these images in your mind, but Zen philosophy takes it a step further. In Zen, there is the concept of mu. Mu means nothingness, but it is not emptiness. Mu is a state of thoughtlessness, a moment without thoughts. Zen masters work for years to reach mu in meditation, but you need mu to sleep. Here's how to do it. Imagine a black velvet hammock, focus on the darkness. If a thought comes, don't force it away. Just notice it and let it pass. The thought comes and goes like a cloud, and you return to the darkness. If thoughts keep coming, imagine a switch in your mind. This switch is the thought switch. Turn it off. Now that the switch is off, thoughts can't come anymore. Remember, sleep is not a luxury. It is every person's natural right. Your body wants to renew and refresh itself every night. You just need to teach it how to sleep. When you lie down in bed tonight, try one of the things I've described. It may not work immediately, but keep at it consistently. Restful sleep determines your happiness and energy for the next day. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and remember to save it. Because every week I share videos about sleep, health and elderly health. If you turn on the notification bell, you'll be notified immediately about every video. Tell me about your experiences in the comments. Which technique did you try? Did it work? Maybe you'll inspire others. I wish you peaceful, happy and healthy sleep. See you in the next video.